This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2088, How Short Outdoor Activities Can Benefit Your Mental Health, and What is Health Anxiety, both by Dr. Susan Chanderbhan of ChandPsych.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your host and narrator. Thanks so much for joining me once again on Optimal Health Daily, this time for 2 short posts. So let's get to our first post of the day and start optimizing your life. How Short Outdoor Activities Can Benefit Your Mental Health by Dr. Susan Chanderbhan of ChandPsych.com. It makes sense that being in nature and participating in outdoor activities can be fun and enjoyable, but can short outdoor activities really benefit your mental health? Interestingly, it doesn't take much for you to reap the benefits of the outdoors. Short bursts of outdoor activities are good for your mental health and easy to incorporate into your daily life. Participating in outdoor activities can help lift your mood when you feel down. It allows you to feel more connected with yourself. Plus, it's a great antidote to the effects of screen and technology exposure. Enjoy the calm of nature. Nature certainly has a calming effect on the brain. It turns out that nature is a stress reducer. Research shows that spending just 20 minutes outdoors is enough to lower cortisol, the hormone associated with stress that has long-term negative effects on physical and mental health. Also, exposure to nature can help to lower your blood pressure. High blood pressure is a problem because, if left untreated, it leads to heart attack and stroke. Additionally, several research studies have shown that exercise outdoors was more beneficial to mildly and moderately depressed people than indoor exercise. Feel rejuvenated by outdoor activities. Physical activity in general is beneficial for both the body and mind. But what happens when you participate in outdoor activities and sports? You get even more benefits than you realize, such as the physical aspect of outdoor activities promotes overall fitness, such as cardiovascular health. The chance to pursue activities that are fun, novel, and challenging. Being actively engaged in these sports makes you more present with the here and now, and feeling more relaxed and less stressed. Put simply, we feel good when we engage in activities we enjoy in nature. There's a reason why you have a smile on your face when you finish a ski run or pause at an overlook during your hike. Engage with your surroundings. Too often in life, we feel disconnected from our surroundings. We hop in our cars and drive to work, where we spend 8 hours at the office only to go home. If you work remotely, then you might not even leave the house all day. For many, the way they cope with this daily existence is to live life on autopilot. Although it gets you through the day, it isn't the most rewarding day to live your life. Participating in outdoor activities allows you the chance to engage with your environment on its terms. It's honestly a little intimidating when you stand in the desert and look into the vastness. You realize that you are more insignificant as compared to the broader world. It's humbling and exciting at the same time. Even looking at the variety of colors in nature or different species of trees in a local park can help us to be more present with our surroundings, taking us away from our often busy and anxious inner lives. Simple ways to incorporate the outdoors into your daily life. Spending time outdoors doesn't have to be time-consuming or difficult. There are several easy ways that you can get outside and do outdoor activities every day. Many of these are really simple and don't take a lot of time. For example, step outside of the office and go for a walk. Eat your lunch in a local park, then get up and go for a walk. Curate a little patch of nature at home by tending a garden. Even if you live in an apartment, you can have a small garden on the windowsill or participate in a neighborhood garden. Go for a long run or bike ride early in the morning or after work in the evening. Take a moment to soak in a sunrise or revel in a sunset. Maximize your weekends to get outside. Plan a trip where the emphasis is participating in outdoor activities. Or take time to sit in your backyard or outside your apartment for a few minutes each day. If there is a more skilled outdoor activity that you want to learn how to do but you are always hesitant to try, make it less intimidating. Try signing up for a class or course through a reputable guide service or outdoor program. Outdoor activities and being in nature can have tremendous benefits for your health, both physically and mentally. So, do something positive for your mental health today. consider the suggestions for outdoor activities and schedule some outdoor time in your life. What is Health Anxiety? By Dr. Susan Chanderban of ChandPsych.com. Anxiety affects people in a variety of ways, which is why it's the most common mental health condition in the world. One can fall under many different categories of anxiety, including health anxiety. People with health anxiety are often referred to as hypochondriacs. Still, even if you don't put a label on it, it's important to understand the basics of what health anxiety is, what causes it, and what you can do about it if you're struggling. Let's take a closer look at the signs and symptoms of health anxiety and what you can do if it's having a negative impact on your life. What are the signs of health anxiety? It's fairly normal to show basic concern for your health, especially if you're dealing with uncommon symptoms. However, people with health anxiety tend to treat any small symptom as something major. They might cough and think they have a respiratory infection or COVID-19. They might even make up or believe they have symptoms that aren't actually there. Some of the most common signs of health anxiety include constant worry about your health, needing constant reassurance that you're okay, frequently checking your body for signs of illness, not trusting your doctors or specialists when they say nothing is wrong, and constantly doing web searches about medical conditions you think you have. Health anxiety can cause you to become somewhat obsessive about your health and well-being. It can quickly end up being all you think about, taking away from your quality of life and essentially making you a prisoner to your own worries. What causes health anxiety? There's no one direct cause of health anxiety. It can be linked to a variety of things, including a family history of anxiety disorders. Those with a family history of anxiety are more likely to develop anxiety. Additionally, a tendency to catastrophize bodily symptoms, also known as somatosensory catastrophizing by psychology researchers, can also contribute to health anxiety. This is the tendency to interpret bodily symptoms, even relatively neutral ones, as signs of serious illness. People who do this tend to be more vigilant about bodily changes and symptoms, leading to increased anxiety. Sometimes, stress or the death or serious illness of a loved one can trigger health anxiety. That's one reason we saw an uptick in people with health anxiety throughout the COVID-19 pandemic. Not only were more people paying attention to their health, but the stress, fear, and illness and loss of loved ones that were part of the pandemic caused many people to develop anxiety over their well-being that wasn't there before. How can you cope? Thankfully, health anxiety doesn't have to take over your life. If you're struggling with it, there are many ways to cope that will allow you to stop living in fear. Most importantly, remember that your body is sending you signals all day. Get comfortable with existing sensations as well as new ones. It's important to differentiate a normal signal from something you should be concerned about. One of the best ways to do that is by practicing mindfulness. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Try to stay in the present moment rather than letting your mind wander ahead. This practice can help you feel more in tune with your body and take a more accepting stance to bodily sensations, making you less likely to catastrophize sensations. Anxious thoughts are a key part of health anxiety. While you might not be able to stop negative thoughts from occurring, you can control how you react and respond. When you start to notice negative or unrealistic thoughts about your health, pause and choose to fight back against them. What evidence do I have for this? What might another explanation be? Challenge thoughts that are unhelpful, and they will become weaker with time. Finally, don't feel like you have to deal with health anxiety on your own. If you're really struggling, working with a mental health professional can help. You just listened to the post titled, How Short Outdoor Activities Can Benefit Your Mental Health, and What is Health Anxiety, both by Dr. Susan Chanderban of ChandPsych.com. We can all think of one or two influential people in our lives that have truly changed us for the better. But the question is, have you found that person for your company? Well, now you can, all thanks to Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform helping over 3 million businesses worldwide to do it all. Don't spend hours on multiple job sites looking for candidates. Over 80% of Indeed employers find quality candidates the moment they sponsor a job. I especially love Indeed's Instant Match feature because candidates you invite to apply through Instant Match are 3 times more likely to apply to your job than candidates who only see it in search, according to US Indeed data. Indeed knows that when you're doing everything for your company, you can't afford to overspend on hiring. Visit Indeed.com/health to start hiring now. Just go to Indeed.com/health. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Cost per application pricing not available for everyone. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of another sale on Shopify. The moment a business dream becomes reality. Shopify is the commerce platform revolutionizing millions of businesses worldwide. They simplify selling online and in person and provide 24/7 support so you can focus on successfully growing your business. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/offer22, all lowercase.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. I'll talk a little bit about this idea of short outdoor activities and mental health. My friends like to joke with me that I'm really not an outdoors person. They may have gotten the idea because I made that declaration once. When we were hanging out, they were talking about how much they enjoy hiking and want to see all of the natural parks. I said, I thought that was a very nice goal to have. They then asked me if I would want to join them on any of these trips. And I said, nah, I'm good. They, of course, wanted to know why. I said that I really don't find hiking all that enjoyable. For me, admiring rocks and trees is fine in small doses, which, according to Dr. Chanderbhan's article, is perfectly fine. But nevertheless, it was declared that I don't like the outdoors. At the time, I actually agreed with them. But then I got to thinking, I actually do really like the outdoors. I'm just particular about the types of activities we do outdoors. For example, I would be perfectly content throwing a baseball or football around outside. I love skiing and I love swimming in the ocean. I've taken multiple surfing lessons and had a wonderful time. I want to go hang gliding at the beach. Yes, this is a real thing and I hope to do it for my birthday this year. I actually like to go hiking when it leads to a waterfall or natural spring I can jump in and swim around in. Now, today's author, Dr. Chanderbhan, was right. I do feel better after spending time outdoors, even if it's just a short time. I just happen to be particular about what I like doing outdoors. So maybe if you think you're not an outdoorsy person, maybe like me, you just need to find what you like to do. All right, that'll do it for the Monday episode. I hope you have a great start to your week, and I'll be back here tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.